going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is MP with MP Talk Sports. This is NFL Week 12, the New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. I do have a very special guest today. As I've said in one of my previous videos, he is a huge Miami Dolphins fan. He is young still, so he will be off camera, but he has a lot to say about this game. My nephew, KR.
Hello.
So obviously our teams will be battling out this weekend. My New England Patriots at his Miami Dolphins. So before we get started though, I want to know, how are you a Miami Dolphins fan when we live in New England?
I'm a Dolphins fan because I like Dolphins and I like Tua.
Mm-hmm.
I've liked him since he was in college, and him being with Waddle. They're like my two favorite players, even though I'm a Georgia fan.
So you're a Georgia fan?
Yeah, I've been like that since 2020
Mm-hmm.
when I found out about college. That was first stand out to me.
Yeah. I don't watch college too much, so I don't know too much about college football.
Yeah, I just like the players, especially Ramsey. I've liked him for a while.
I know you follow all the players too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we do have some things to talk about in this game, and then we'll be sharing our picks later on. But the last time these teams met was in Week 5 at New England. And I'm sure as you remember, the Patriots took the loss, and the final score was 15-10 Miami. Not funny. But this game was awful. There was several mistakes on both sides. For Miami, there was an early interception that resulted in New England and a New England touchdown. There was a missed field goal, another field goal attempt that was a bad snap, and then a fumble, and it was recovered by New England. And they also had a blocked punt. For New England, they had a missed field goal. They had terrible clock management and an overturned touchdown. But the big difference from Week 5 to Week 12 is the quarterbacks. In Week 5, Tyler Huntley started for Tua, who was out with a concussion, and Jacoby Brissett started for New England. So we have a two-part question. So with Tua coming back, do you think that this is going to be a bigger win for Miami? Or with Drake May starting, will it be just as close or even a Patriots win?
I will not think it's going to be a Patriots win, but it'll be a close matchup because Drake May is a good passer.
Mm-hmm.
He looks for people who are open, especially Douglas. And with Tua, it'll be the same thing. Him always targeting Tyreek and Waddle, and him always handing off the ball to A-Chain. So yeah, I think it'll probably be either Dolphins winning by 7 or they win by 14.
Oh, they win by 14?
No, not 14. 10.
10. Well, I mean, 14 is just 2 touchdowns, so that's not all that far off.
Yeah, so it's close.
It's close. Yeah.
It's 10-14.
10-14. 10-14 points, you're saying?
7 to 14.
7 to 14. So a touchdown to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I guess that's not all that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as we know, Tua returned in Week 8. So versus Arizona, they played Arizona, Buffalo, the Rams, and Vegas. Versus Arizona, he threw for 234 yards and 1 touchdown. Versus Buffalo, he threw for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. Versus the Rams, he threw for 207 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And versus Las Vegas, he threw for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns. So since he's been back, he's thrown for over 200 yards in every game. And he's only, out of 4 games, he's only thrown 1 interception. But for Drake May, his last 3 starts, versus Tennessee, versus Chicago, and versus the Rams. Versus Tennessee, he threw for 206 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Versus Chicago, he threw for 184 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And versus the Rams, he threw for 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So Drake May's numbers are a little different. He's throwing an interception, at least 1 interception every game. But with Drake May starting for New England, and even though Miami's pass defense ranks 10th, Drake May has proved that he can move the ball. Tennessee ranks first against the pass, and Drake May threw for 206 yards and 1 touchdown. He did have those 2 interceptions, and granted, one of them came in overtime, where it was a critical moment. But he's moving the ball. 206 yards isn't all that terrible. Jacoby Brissett threw for 160 yards against Miami in Week 5. So, KR, my answer to this is yes. But will Drake May be a bigger challenge for the Miami defense?
Probably, yeah, because as I said, he's a really good passer
Mm-hmm.
and he's a good rookie. So it'll be a challenge because if Ramsey's out, that's not going to hurt the Miami defense a lot because last time when he was guarding Douglas,
Mm-hmm.
Douglas caught both of the targets he got.
Yes. Yeah.
And Hunter Henry, he does.
Hunter Henry is another good one.
He's a good runner,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like Gronk. He's like, if you would try to tackle him, he's still running. It's hard to take him down when he's still running.
And he's one of his favorite targets too.
Yes,
Hunter Henry.
very.
So, a few injuries that could be a concern here. Tyreek Hill is dealing with a wrist issue, and Jalen Ramsey is dealing with a knee issue. Both were limited participants on Wednesday, but they were both upgraded to full participants on Thursday. And Tyreek already had every intention on playing in this game anyway. In Week 5, he had 6 receptions for 69 yards with Tyler Huntley. So, with Tua in, will Tyreek have a bigger game than Week 5? Or will his wrist issue slow him down?
The wrist issue will probably slow him down, but with Tua back, he'll probably get more yards than he did with Tyler Huntley in the Week 5 game against the New England Patriots.
I agree. I think he's going to play through this issue, and he's going to... I don't think Tua is not going to target him because of his wrist issue and possible lack of catching the ball. I think he's going to do all right. So Jalen Ramsey is playing with that knee issue. In Week 5, when covering Demario Douglas, like you said, he was targeted twice, and he did catch both of those passes. But if Jalen Ramsey is not 100% here, the New England receivers might get a break. What do you think?
What is break?
Like, will they? Are they going to be able to do better and get more separation and be able to get more receptions if Jalen Ramsey is not 100%? Like, is Jalen's knee going to slow him down? Is he going to be one step behind everybody?
Yeah, but it won't affect the Miami defense that much. It probably affect them by like 2%.
Yeah, because their defense is all right.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey's not really that much big of a part anymore as he was when he first came in his first game back when he almost got a pick 6 against the 70-20 score last year against the Broncos.
That was the score?
Yeah, 70-20, second highest.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Look, I'll show you right now.
Yeah, look it up.
All right.
Where's your phone?
You can still talk on it.
It was, what was it? 70 to what?
20.
70 to 20? Yes. No, the fuck it was not.
It was. What? Miami versus Denver Broncos 2023. I'm telling you, 70 to 20.
Let me show your phone.
Look. I'm not joking.
I don't recall that at all.
Yeah, Tua passed for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns that game.
Jesus.
Yeah, A-Chain had 203 yards rushing. And Russell Wilson only threw 3 yards less than Tua that game, too.
Yeah, that's right. It was Russell on Denver. 70 to 20.
It was crazy.
Jesus.
I'll show you some of the highlights.
Oh, they were in Miami too.
Mm. Yeah,
Oh
see, that
yeah.
was like an 80-yard touchdown,
Wow.
and then he got fired. Like the cameraman got fired on the Panthers game because he did a backflip with the camera.
Oh, that was the game?
That was the Panthers game. Yeah,
Oh, the Panthers game.
that was my mistake.
All right. So let's talk about the ground game, right? Miami ranks 10th against the run, and New England ranks 20th against the run. In week 5, Miami had 193 rush yards, and New England had 151 rush yards. In Miami's last 3 games, their opponents have averaged 74 rush yards, and in New England's last 3 games, their opponents have averaged 115 rush yards. So now I know you have a play in the ground game here. But what do you think that this ground game is going to look like in week 12?
I'll bleep you saying my name out.
Okay.
But the run game
Mm-hmm.
for the Patriots, it'll be like hard to run because Ramondre Stevenson is a good runner, but he's like doesn't get past that good of D line like the Dolphins.
Right.
But on the Dolphins side, it's gonna be a little easier because the Patriots D line is not that great because they just traded one of their middle linebackers
Yep.
to Kansas City Chiefs, which is that was a big trade. But yeah, that will affect them a lot. So the run game will be easier.
Yeah. So what did I say the last time they? How much did they have last time? Wait, I think I wrote it down. So, well, Stevenson had 89 rush yards in week 5 and a touchdown. But there was a huge difference in the Miami rushed for 193 yards in week 5, and New England rushed for 151 yards. So that was a big difference on the ground. So this leads us to our picks. So, oh shit, I messed up this entire thing. That's alright. So, to be clear, he is not actually betting these. These are just for fun. Tara, do you want to share your picks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Tua going over 200 passing yards, Drake May over 150 passing yards. I have Ramondre Stevenson going over 60 rushing yards because, as I said before, like it's gonna be harder with the Dolphins D line, and especially if he gets past it, the middle linebackers and the safeties are fast runners.
Yep.
And I have Smith over 85 receiving yards because Tua's been using him more, and that's what I've been seeing him. He's averaging around 85 yards a game, so that's why I have Smith at over 85 yards a game. And I know this is off topic. The highest scoring college game is 222-0.
No. What team? What team is it?
Georgia Tech.
What and what year does it say?
1916.
1916?
Yeah, and only 2 other programs have done that.
Wow.
Crazy.
I feel like college is usually high scoring.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you're not gonna like my picks. My picks, I have New England +7, and I also have the over 46.5 points. So I do think that this is going to be a very close game. I think that it's not going to, I don't think it's going to be less than a touchdown. I really don't. And I also think that both of these teams are going to score multiple touchdowns. So that's why I went with the over of 46.5 points. So thanks for watching and listening. I hope everybody has a great football Sunday. I do hope to do a possible recap video with my nephew. Thank you for being here, KR.
You're welcome.
Please bet responsibly, And I'm MP with MP Talk Sports.
Bye.